As in the past, as some of our long-time respected, beloved members and friends have moved away from our community, I've told them as we have said goodbye to each other, I've often said, I don't know the Conejo Valley, I don't know Ascension Lutheran Church without you being a part of it. And each time one of those families has left, people that we thought we couldn't live without, a new adventure began. I shared those words. One of the families I thought of most recently was with Dennis and Terry Gillette when they moved to Spokane to be nearer family. Today I realize that many of you don't know Ascension without me. I'm not trying to overstate my value here. I just know that it's oftentimes safer or more comfortable to do ministry, to try things out when there is familiarity around us. As you move into the new future of this congregation, you are wonderfully positioned for the future that God has prepared for you as a congregation, as families, as individuals. Pastor Tim and Pastor Steve will provide excellent pastoral leadership here at Ascension, assisted behind the scenes by a significant team of retired clergy and clergy serving in other calls who are members of this congregation. You have an incredibly gifted program and support staff in our offices. You have an excellent, wonderfully gifted church council led this year by President Bob Woodward, who strangely enough has chaired our master planning committee since it was founded about 7 years ago. It must be coincidence, right? Not. That our early childhood center and infant care center is expanding as we speak, and conversations are proceeding with developers who wish to build a senior housing project on our property. Jimmy Sweden has been hired to be the interim director of youth ministry and is powerfully supported by the youth ministry co-chairs Jennifer Marvin and Dee Sagaz. I could add so many names to this list, that's the risk of mentioning any. But you, all of you, will be invited to add your voice to shaping what the future of Ascension will look like. The future is in excellent hands, but God is counting on you to be fully involved in the time of transition with your time and your talents and your treasures. You may have the specific skill set that Ascension needs to move a ministry forward. As you are invited and encouraged to share that specific skill set, you may feel that you may feel like those young men or those young women at their first dance, clinging to the wall behind them. Do you take the risk and step out in faith, or do you play it safe and sit out the dance? I hope you'll dance. Thank you for loving my family and for me, for the privilege of being your pastor and friend these past 37 years. There's so many people I'd love to say something personally to, and it's just not even possible. But just know I love you. You will remain in my prayers, and I will watch with great anticipation the wonderful things you will be doing in the name of Christ here in this community, in this country, and in the world. And please don't ever lose the sense of wonder and excitement in this ministry that we call Ascension Evangelical Lutheran Church. Just a few weeks ago, I recalled with you some of the history of this place and some of those early missionaries called John and Myrtle Beyer and Leonard and Katie Ulrich and Cliff and Mildred Hagen, folks like that who dared to dream big dreams. And sometimes when people were tempted to be a little cautious, they said, come on. Do you believe in this God that we serve or not? Let's do it. Trust God. Believe in him whom he sent. And if you don't know the steps to the dance that you are invited to dance, he'll teach you the steps. I hope you dance. Amen.